massive recall. The Imperial Star Yard looks on the verge of ruin. Now, Hotech looks in position to take
Stay safe, buddy.
Have you been to the Astral Lounge? Borealis frickin' rocks! Oh yeah, I love her music so much! Look, I've got... You a fan of Borealis too? I vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beats. And I love her. Got a track in me head right now. Boom! 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 Yeah, hear it? It's bloody mood, innit? I just need some more Aurora so I can get me head bobbing with the wave. Find that zone. You got the goods, and I'll think about it. I need a hit. Bad. Normally, I'd never leave the Astral Lounge. I can't stand being away from that place. And, but I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird's song deserves the best eye Aurora can fly. Lady, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it. Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her? Yeah, I hope so. You just don't stop pressing, do ya? Nah, Borealis's music is made from the heart. It's not something you write down. I'm keeping the slate. Me and Borealis, we got a connection. I'm not letting you mess with that. If I want chill vibes, I head up. Lady, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it. I didn't steal anything. Borealis always says her music belongs to her fans. So I just took what was mine. Nah, I'll just cite the oldest law in the book. Finders, keepers. I'm not giving up this slate. Well, if you bloody had any, maybe we could talk. Sure.
Let's get them lost.
This isn't worth it!
Come on! I can't do this! I knew I'd find you!
Got you now! Don't be stupid! Stop! Now! You're under arrest! No sudden moves! I guess you're smarter than you look.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate.
Hey, give you an Oscar.
Get some off-worlder to the Hotel Bullseye. Your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating only. Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at
You ever hear that one about the orphan and the platypus? What are you looking at?
Hey there.
Hope you're enjoying the music at the lounge. Hey there, what's up? A fan, really? Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time. Yeah, it's not all bad. Love can be toxic, or it can be beautiful. Sometimes, people just confuse the two. But, sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will get their trip. Inspiration's like a wave. Sometimes, it's hard to catch it before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A feeling frozen in time. And I appreciate you bringing it back to me. Yeah, it looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it. Sound safe.
Hello.
Clover McKenna at your service. Something I can do for you, love? That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you, and here, for your efforts.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settlement. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive
We'd be making a fortune if they'd let us fish for cousin. You're out there alone, right?
Can I get you anything? Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. Spoken like someone who spent more than a day here. This place grows on you like a cancer. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who sees the problem. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience. Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me. My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdine and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. Huh? Oh, goodbye.
16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out.
Keep it moving.
Don't forget, hello, my friend. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Many in Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we fail. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. I hope you have a glorious day, my friend.
I don't like the look.
And more. A representative that enhanced ensures you have the final choice on you.
If we don't have it, we can get it. Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage.
You pick me up? At Terra Brew, we've got you covered.
Crime rating of only 16%, your safety is
Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to lockup.
We're here at Terra Brew.
Ready to go.
My sister was able to snap a dog.
Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix. We have everything you
Anyone would do that.
possibly want.
No left.
No useful items.
Neon's premier seller of all things incredible and to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew. Enjoy a cup right now.
Have you
Another
tried
day,
one of our
another
advanced
shift.
teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread.
A carefully prepared expressive wing vessels were lured into a fake distress call when it would be safer for
You good? Nothing to report?
Nope, nothing. Refloating.
Hackers Alliance always finds their mark.
What was the name of that guy? The contact for the job?
Yeah. I know this place stinks. It's a living.
My investments really took a pounding last quarter. I hope the market stabilizes soon. We haven't heard from them in months. It's starting to feel worse.
Oh, no.
So I told them, sorry, but I'm not traveling halfway across the galaxy.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon?
What I don't sell ends up in trouble.
What was the name of that guy? The contact for the job? I don't know.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. You'll live in the rarefied air above the scum and light. See carton openers. If we don't have it, we can get it. And if we can...
How are things going?
Hey there.
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is it that obvious?
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose?
Yeah.
Something else, perhaps?
Off Aurora isn't easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna,
Oh.
rat me out.
Well,
right?
that's quite unusual. but you're welcome here just the same. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
This way when I can't get a fix. I'll just rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate, I've talked to the Freestar Rangers, I've even gone to the Freestar Collective Council. Every answer is always the same. We're working on it. It's corruption at the highest levels. Ugh. So aggravating. Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt. Reliant has developed a regimen to acclimate individuals like you to full gravity. It's a routine procedure and irreversible. Excellent. Let's begin. And we're done. You should feel the difference immediately. Just take it easy for a half hour, and enjoy. What can Reliant Medical do for you? That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme. There's nothing else to be done about it. These people need my help. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding? She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since. Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked.
goes wrong again?
Star collector perfect marriage. Authorities appear hesitant to officially plan down.
Each of our unique starship models is expertly crafted by the Civil Systems Business. Behold, the laboratory. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you
Your banking
nose
are
clean.
spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
We'll settle the accounts while you investigate. You're doing Constellation proud.
Private sector. That's where the real money's at.
If this ship doesn't end soon, my man is not
here at NM. We offer a full range of
Come on, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
products so you can take reliance.
You know I went to chef's.
This ain't exactly where I saw this.
You look well. Yes? Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. That's distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. But we're only at the very beginning. There are still so many questions that need to be answered. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Indeed, a mystery that I'm, well, hopefully both of us, are determined to solve. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
Oh. Well, thank you. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Welcome back.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, get away from me.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Better have credits to spend. You lost, kiddo? Yeah, well, make it quick. I ain't a fan of loitering. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs. We'll see about that. Check it out. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? Yeah, I hope so. Ha! That's a good one. Sorry, but I can't. I told you, I don't know who Headlock is. Now either quit loitering or make yourself useful and buy something. Well, now that I know you're serious, we can talk business. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. No, thank you. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Until next time.
If you're not here to do business, you best leave before we get pissed off. And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. Well, it should. All I need to do is say the word, and my Sioka buddies will pay you a very unpleasant visit. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. Last mistake you'll ever make.
wind up dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Sure. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Can't blame a fella for trying, right?
Quit staring.
You good? Would you care to pick up an exquisite gift while you're here? Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Oh? Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. You could have just led with that. No need to waste my precious time. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, My name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase. All of our items are guaranteed to be cash only, please. Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Oh, and before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
Sophistication. Ready to make your ultimate discovery?
You want to see how short my temper is?
Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days. Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Company. And toss back one of our exclusive velocity.
I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? This is such bullshit. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the Disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the Disciples. Now look at us. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the Disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
Take it easy.
Strikers look out for one another, right? Strikers look out for one another, right?
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line, but I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? Confident. I like it. You know your own worth. Done anything special? Something that might impress us? You realize you're trying to impress a gang, right? Not some sort of hookup? Alright, you got powers. Sounds special. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there. There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Can I get you something?
Micah knows how to make a drink.
take a wine, please.
Of course. Coming right up.
Thanks, Micah.
There. Everyone out!
You're mine.
You're dead!
Too bad I can't squeeze Aurora.
Neon's premier seller of all things sophistication and space. The perfect marriage. We have everything.
Still remarkable to me that we started on another.
You're actually
There's
going
no
to do
shame
this.
if you just walk away. So, stealth was a no-go, but... shit. You took all of them out. The Strikers can use that. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside Strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the Disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. But for you, I'll make an exception. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
The only ones you can trust are family. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. Andrea does what she has to. Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Those that live are strong and desperate. Like us. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance. Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
First rule of strikers is take what you need to survive. So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right? That's right. Friendship. Family. You're gonna do great here. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something? Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. But all of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down. Everything was pretty fine, till a couple of years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Good talk.
Pull up a chair and have a drink. New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Ebside. I like you already. So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? Then I must attend to my other customers, mon ange. Perhaps we'll speak again. À tout à l'heure.
How many velocities until I...
Love your fit. It may not work for some.
So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders. Definitely. I got your back now, new fish. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tie-out, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then, one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge, and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since. I wish I never even heard of Neon. Damn, I just suck at being the welcoming committee. You need something? Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it. You know where to find me.
Maybe you'd like to try a vanilla.